struggle with binge eating on weekends? Don't worry, you're not alone. Many people who embark on a weight loss diet or a fitness plan do really well during the week, but then the weekend comes along with all of its temptation and freedom, and they end up flying way off the wagon. I'm Sheila Veers, and I help women to break free from yo-yo dieting and self-sabotage so they can rock their dream bodies and feel amazing in their skin. And today, in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 of my best tips for breaking free from weekend binge eating. Number 1, deprivation is not the answer. It's time to let go of deprivation and restriction. One of the main reasons why I used to binge eat pretty much every weekend was because I was way too strict with myself during the week. I was constantly starving, working out way too much, and eating way too little. Of course I would binge because my body was fighting me tooth and nail. So you might say, okay Sheila, but how am I supposed to lose weight if I stop restricting? The answer is to build enough structure so that you feel safe while allowing enough freedom so that you don't feel deprived and then binge. My favorite way to build this balance of structure and freedom is by making a list of your 3 food-related non-negotiables. So for me, my 3 food-related non-negotiables are: number 1, coffee every day. I used to love caramel macchiatos. Then I eventually transitioned that into a latte with skim milk and stevia. And now I love Americanos with a little bit of unsweetened almond milk and then stevia. Soon, I'm gonna make a whole video on the baby step process of moving towards healthier and healthier options. But for now, I just want you to see that I was never depriving. Coffee was something that I had to have every day because I love the ritual of it. My second non-negotiable is something sweet every day. So I love treats like Halo Top ice cream, or dark chocolate with a little bit of peanut butter on top, or a protein bar that to me tastes like dessert, or even going out to a restaurant and having a few bites of a dessert with my meal. For me, I'm all about sweets, so I like to have some sort of treat every single day. And my third food-related non-negotiables is cocktails and dinner out 1 to 2 times a week with friends. Giving yourself permission to have these 3 food-related non-negotiables moves mountains when it comes to removing those mental games that we play with ourselves. When you stop telling yourself that you can't have something, then it stops holding power over you. You'll see that you stop thinking about it all the time and thinking about when you're going to be able to have it again, or what if you do have it. I mean, think about all of the mental space and energy that clears up. Number 2, get real with yourself. And I mean real, like really honest. I've been working with women for the past 5 years on breaking free from emotional eating and self-sabotage, and what I have found time and time again is that there's always some deeper thing that's going on that's triggering the binge behavior. If we're being really honest with ourselves, we know that it's never really about the food. How we do food is how we do life. Meaning that women especially, because we are such emotional beings, use food to distract, comfort, numb, and to really fill that void from inside. What we're trying to do is to make ourselves feel better about something that's going on emotionally in our lives that just does not feel good. When you can get to the root of the trigger and heal it, then you can remove the void, which then will automatically remove the need for the crutch. Now, this is a really big topic, and it's one that would be really difficult for me to cover completely in this short video. So if you need further support, head over to the resource page on my website, or check out my Rock Your Dream Body Feel Amazing 6-week Jumpstart. Number 3, analyze your approach and then adjust for success. I remember how scared I used to be to go out to happy hour with girlfriends because I was so afraid that I was gonna binge on tortilla chips and guacamole or have way too many 300 calorie a pop margaritas. The shame that I would feel after a binge would consume me. So I just wouldn't go. I'd stay home in my pajamas at home thinking that I was making the right decision, but then what would actually happen is that I would just end up binging on whatever food I had at home because I was so sad that I wasn't going out and hanging out with my friends. So what is the solution? And when I say solution, I'm saying S-O-U-L-ution. The solution is to act with intention, to make a plan, take action, analyze, and then adjust as you go. Now, I know how scary that can sound, but I promise you that giving yourself permission to go do those things that are so meaningful to you in life, and then to make mistakes as you go, but then to get better and better and better is actually the name of the game when it comes to rocking your dream body and your dream life. I mean, let's look at the big picture here. What's the game plan? To get skinny, but then to never go out and actually do those things that make life meaningful? Or to get skinny and then never have any sugar or treats, or give yourself permission to be around those things that might be tempting? At some point, you're going to have to learn how to navigate. And in order to navigate, you have to trust yourself. And I have a feeling, again, based on my experience both with myself and with the hundreds of women that I've worked with one-on-one, that your fear is actually the thing that's blocking you the most. Fear and shame themselves can be those big scary monsters that keep us stuck cycling in what's familiar rather than moving outside of what's familiar, beyond our comfort zone and into the life of our dreams. What if you decided that making a mistake was actually not a bad thing? It actually was a good thing because it was helping you to clarify what it is that you truly want for your life. We learn the most through those quote-unquote mistakes. I teach my clients to celebrate mistakes because those are the things that when we take action, analyze, and adjust, we can learn the most about how to navigate and really create the life of our dreams while we are consciously building the body of our dreams too. It may sound impossible, but I promise that the minute that you stop expecting yourself to be perfect and you allow yourself to travel this journey from a mindset of self-discovery and self-love, it changes everything. That is truly the key to eliminating the binge behavior. Remember, when you heal the void, you eliminate the need for the crutch. The crutch is essentially using food to fill the void. It really all comes back to your emotional health. You do not need another meal plan. You do not need another fitness plan. What you need is to do the inner healing work, the emotional work that is going to have that positive ripple effect into every other aspect of your life, including your relationship with food and with your body. So now I want to hear from you. Do you have your own suggestions to add? Leave them in the comment section below the video on YouTube, and make sure to subscribe so that you are one of the first to know when I release more videos on how to rock your dream body and your dream life. And if you want even more, then you have to check out my brand new free video series all about breaking free from body jail so you can rock body freedom. Head over to sheilaveers.com/video series and enter your name and primary email address there, and you'll receive immediate access to the very first video in that series.